Hello. Once again, I come before you as a representative of the Illuminati. You may call me the Man. Well, this week's topic concerns President Barack Hussein Obama's trip to Africa. Now, this is his first tour of Africa as president. He did stop over in 2009, I believe, or a little while in Ghana, but this is the first time he's actually started touring the place. And while the official word on that is he's there to, I don't know, spark bilateral talks or some sort of thing like that, there's a real reason why he is now in Africa. Obviously, you know, it's his second term, so if Africa was really important to him, he would have gone in his first term, something that was, you know, important, because who knows if you're going to get a second term. I mean, unless the Republicans put up some very, very, very rich white guy who seems to be completely disconnected from the American people, chances are you'll get booted out after you try to pass something like Obamacare. So, yeah, you know, who knows if he's going to get it? Well, there is a real reason for this. Now, other than going home, which, you know, we've already discussed that in the re-election video, there is actually, it's a monumental event. I will be flying out as soon as I get through making this video, and we're all going to be attending in South Africa the Great UFO Summit. Now, of course, it's not really called that. I think it's the Intergalactic Partners for Peace Summit, or I don't know, something like that. Anyway, yeah, all the alien species that we have anything to do with here on this planet, and several that we do not have anything to do with on this planet, will be gathering in South Africa for a gigantic conference. Now, why South Africa? Well, you know, there was a time when they didn't want to come anywhere near our planet because, you know, who knows, you might get blown out of the sky by something, or there'd be a whole lot of wars and you accidentally get hit. Because, you know, these guys, a lot of you guys have been sending me videos like, you know, what do you think about this UFO? What do you think about this UFO? If you can see the UFO, it's not real. Okay, these guys have very nice stealth engines. They come in very quietly. They take off. They move out. They park in California. It's just what happens. And if you can see it, somebody's hoaxing you. That's just basically it. Or it's something that's easily identified, and most people just don't know what it is. Hence the term unidentified. So yeah, these guys. They sometimes accidentally, however, get hit by other stuff, and so they need some place where they can land in relatively, you know, relative ease of you know, security, not being knocked down accidentally by mortar fire or something like that. Syria is completely out, you know, because, you know, chemical weapons everywhere, and who knows what might happen there. But no, they went to South Africa. You see, before the whole apartheid thing was done in South Africa, we really couldn't get them to come to this planet much at all. They did have it a couple of times in the United States over the last 150 years or so since we've made contact with them. And I'm not sure if I actually told you about the first time we made contact with them. That's a video for another day. Anyway, yeah, and so they have that, and then they have, let's see, I think after that it was just the moon. That's as close as we could get them here. They didn't want to step foot on the planet. But South Africa was an example to them that the human race is gradually growing up. And yeah, after apartheid was done away with, and the government of South Africa actually went through extraordinary lengths to kind of heal that nation from the horrible racial strife that took place, it was a shining beacon to everybody in this world and beyond that human beings are capable of doing such things. We do not always have to recompense evil for evil, as they say. So yeah, and of course Nelson Mandela in his twilight hours, he really wanted to attend, and so they will be visiting him, and yeah, don't look for it. They're not going to show up on camera, but they will be there. Let me tell you, they'll be there. You might see a doctor with an extra limb or something that is. If you don't notice, he'll just blend in. So yeah, they'll be there. They'll be paying their respects to him. Of course, going to see Desmond Tutu, and yeah, they'll have a good time there. And I'm going to have a good time there myself. I love going to South Africa now. You know, before it was a little tense, but yeah, I love going to South Africa now. That it's very peaceful climate. I love swimming with the great white sharks that are just off the coast there. They're a lot of fun, and they tell the weirdest jokes. I mean, I don't know if you if you've ever had a chance to use a fish translator, but sharks are weird. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's this week's topic. The president is now in Seagal or something, I think, as I'm making this video, or he's about to be. Yeah, and we're going to upload this in a little. Yeah, okay. So he's in Seagal. He's headed to South Africa. We're headed to South Africa. All the aliens are headed to South Africa, undetected, of course, unless you have a G-beam. Huh? If you've got a G-beam, detector, then you'll be able to. You probably don't even know what a G-beam is, do you? Well, some of you do. Joe, Bob, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you guys know what a G-beam is, but no, the rest of you guys, yeah, it's kind of like radar, except gravity waves, and a lot of this stuff runs on gravity engines. So yeah, that's this week's topic. If you have any comments or questions, just leave them in the comment section below. And you know, while we're down there discussing peace amongst our intergalactic brethren, it might be a good idea, just in the cause of peace on this planet, if one, I don't know, just walks outside of their house or apartment or wherever you happen to be staying, and just, gaze into the sky, notice with wonder the great chemtrails that are up there that we have provided for you, hopefully mellowing the world all over. And, when you're doing that, well, I would just, I would relax and breathe deeply.